Let's talk for a minute about the Western oil hypocrisy that's happening right now. I think it's just funny that that the U.S. is screaming so hard about the reduction of oil production in oil-producing regions, and they're calling it, war, terrorist, hate, all this other stuff that. Because it reduces the amount of oil that goes into the United States and it raises the price. So what's the problem? I thought that the United States hated oil. I thought that everybody in the United States wants to run on electric cars. I thought that would be a good thing, right? And didn't the groups after the sabotage of the Nord Stream pipelines say that it would be a good thing because it accelerates the electrification of these countries and makes it so that we have to go to renewable sources of energy. I think that what they just don't understand is that oil has a density that eclipses all other energy sources, and literally if you don't have oil you will become a third world country. That is the game, and it will be the game until time stops, because we don't have infrastructure for nuclear power plants. They don't want them, they don't like them. Everybody believes that they're really super dangerous, and oil is extremely dense in its energy capacity. So I think it's just so funny that you have the U.S. screaming about oil production in other countries, but they will not produce oil in the United States. They're trying to stop that from happening, and that's because they do not want America to succeed. They do not want a positive GDP in the United States of America. Why that is, I don't understand. They want to suppress and oppress the humanity in the United States. They do not want that happening. They do not want America to be self-sufficient. They want those open borders. They want that dependency on foreign countries' energy. And the laughable part of that is they just turn it off. They just make it more expensive on purpose and laugh at the United States for sanctioning themselves. I just wanted to put that out there. It's just stupid. And everybody in the United States who believes that we need to go to renewable energy because of climate change, they just got another thing coming. No other country's doing that. Well, the Western countries are, but China, India, Russia, nobody gives a shit about climate change because they understand what's going on with it. And they don't believe what the United States believes. All the propaganda that happens in the U.S. is simply propaganda. It's programming for people so that they go along with the narrative so they can get what they want. So that's another bit in the news right now, is that they're reducing production of oil in Saudi Arabia, and that will increase the price of oil in the United States by quite a bit, which is literally what they're trying to do, is decouple oil from the petrodollar, right? So the only reason that the United States dollar exists in any way and has value is because it's coupled to the oil. Once they get that done and they decouple the dollar from oil, the U.S. dollar doesn't have any value. It's way overprinted. It's fractionalized. It's just a horrible currency that is based on absolutely nothing. So part of what's going to happen next will be this decoupling, and you will see massive inflation like you are seeing in the United States right now, as well as in Europe. Everything that's connected to the dollar will inflate. China right now, if you didn't know, is dumping dollars and buying their own currency for the simple reason that they want to decouple. Everybody's rearranging what Russia did with their currency is brilliant. They just backed their currency with gold and natural resource, and they quit fractionalizing, and they're making everybody do business in rubles. Brilliant. That's why the ruble's up this year by a massive percentage, and against everything else. So you got to pay attention to what sanity is. If you were sitting around your kitchen table and you wanted to fractionalize the money that you were bringing in, not make anything, you would be living in a house of cards, and it wouldn't happen for very long. So that's what you're in for. You're in for war. You're in for cold. You're in for lots of expense and no work. So be it. I'm sorry to say it, but I'm not the channel of happiness and sun and light. This isn't what we're about. We're about what's happening right now in the world at this minute. So that's what's going on right now.